finally got my N64 Digital. A lot of folks like myself, we don't have room for CRTs, so we have to go with the HDMI mods. And if you're an owner of an N64, you've heard of the Ultra HDMI, but it has not been around for almost 2 years, and I've been on that waiting list for more than that. But PixelFx has finally filled that void with the N64 Digital. So many retro gamers love the original hardware look and feel on a CRT, but if you want to play N64 on a newer display, N64 Digital Mod provides a good method to connect it directly with no requirements for external scalers or adapters. Is the N64 Digital worth it? What can it do? And how much better does mine look now compared to my original setup? Let's check it out. Like and subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when we go live. Now just for reference, before I did this mod, I had my N64 hooked up with S-Video, because S-Video is one of the best unmodded methods to pull the cleanest picture from the N64, which, let's be honest, is well known for its slightly dated look on modern TVs. But because of my setup, I really needed HDMI to make things a lot simpler, so here we go. The PixelFx website does list a lot of installers. However, I went with Jamination X for my installation, who did a fantastic job. The installation looks great and has a very nice finished look to it. First thing to note is the N64 Digital's connection is a mini HDMI, so you're going to need a high quality mini HDMI to HDMI cable.
Fourth down. First down.
The interface has a lot of different options so that you can fine-tune your look and customize it exactly how you want. Let's check it out. First, to be able to bring it up, you'll need to hit the L, R, right C button, that's the little yellow one, and the right on the D-pad. One of the first things you'll want to do is to upgrade the firmware so that you can get all the new features and, any bug fixes and other essentials. So in the menu, all you got to do is go down to the option, and you can connect your N64 digital board right up to your wireless network. And from there, it was really easy. All I had to do is download and install the latest firmware. I mean, gone are the days of downloading it to your computer, connecting it to your board, through SD card or USB. Very, very cool. I like that. And now that you're all updated, let's take a look at the menu and some of the options. The menu starts off with familiar resolutions that you can choose from. PixelFx even went through the trouble of giving us a 480p resolution for VGA gaming if you want to use your computer monitor. Pretty cool. Next up, you can select your aspect ratio, and they have several such as 4:3, 16:9, and 3:2. Depending on which games you're playing and your setup, you can pick which one you like. I prefer the 4:3 for most of my games, mostly because that's closer to what I'm used to, and 3:2 is just a little bit too skinny, and 16:9 is just a little bit too wide. The PixelFx also gives you the ability to crop and zoom. So this is really cool. So you can crop on the left, the right, the bottom, and even zoom in with its built-in scaler. And this allows you to really customize the look if you prefer to stretch or fill the screen a bit more, for example. And the zoom is a nice feature because if you're playing a game from a different region, you can alter your display a bit so that it fits more accurately. Another cool thing that PixelFx added was the game ID, and this lets the N64 Digital remember the settings per game. However, from what I understand, this only works with EverDrive cartridges and is not currently working for actual game cartridges, but hit me up in the comments if they've updated it since this video. One of the big things that people are always concerned about when it comes to scaling video and resolutions and aspect ratios is how much lag does it actually add? And PixelFx gave us a cool little test screen to test exactly that. So just remember that as you add some zoom or change the resolution, you can increase the input lag a bit, but the lag is pretty low with only a few milliseconds added, so nothing to be overly concerned about for the casual gamer. On to the next one, Deblur. My oh my, one of the big challenges with the N64 is that smudgy kind of blurry look that it gives off that makes us both nostalgic and a little bit angry. But the N64 Digital has a really cool feature and allows you to tune the look of your video when it comes to the deblur. And having it on gives more of a sharper image look, and while it's off, gives more of a smoother nostalgic appearance. So if you like pixels so sharp that they cut your eyelids, then I would suggest going with Deblur On and set interpolation to off. Definitely play with this option and pick the one that's right for you. Now we got the H.Scanlines, oh yeah! And the PixelFx does allow you to set both vertical and horizontal scan lines, and it's done nicely. If you're going to use scan lines though, I'd recommend that you use a resolution such as 480 or 960 or some other multiple of 240. That way the lines are placed evenly and they'll look better overall, but it's up to you. You can also tune the scan lines even further with their saturation and thickness. Tweak it until you get it right. So the big question, is it worth it? Well, if you want HDMI, then the answer is easier. But if you're looking for just RGB upgrade, then there are much cheaper options. You can get RGB upgrade kits for your N64 and an external scaler for a little bit cheaper. Take that into consideration though, because this board not only gives you true digital HDMI output, but it also gives you RGB analog, and they can be put out at the same time. So it's an RGB upgrade and HDMI upgrade kit in one. That is a big bonus to be able to output both analog and digital at the same time. And it also gives you some of the best scan lines and zoom features that I've seen in a console mod so far. But it is up to you to determine if the cost is worth it. So thanks again for watching, guys. Post your comments below. Are you going to get one? Do you think it's worth it? Or do you already have a better solution for your N64? Let us know. I love seeing what people are doing out there. And until next time, we'll see ya. Thanks for watching.